Ever wondered why your doctor keeps fussing about those blood pressure numbers, even when you feel perfectly fine? Here's a shocker. Nearly half of American adults are silently walking around with high blood pressure right now, and many don't even know it. But here's the real kicker. You don't need to pop pills or make drastic lifestyle changes to get those numbers down. What if I told you that some of the most effective blood pressure solutions are sitting in your kitchen right now, or could be achieved while you sleep? Sounds too good to be true? Well, stick around, because I'm about to share some game-changing strategies that your doctor might not have told you about. These aren't just any old tips. These are proven techniques that can help you take control of your health without turning your life upside down. Ready to discover how to easily lower your blood pressure and add years to your life? You know what's crazy? Many folks are walking around right now with a ticking time bomb in their bodies, and they don't even know it. High blood pressure is sneaky like that. It's got this nickname, the silent killer, and boy, does it live up to that name. Your health and wellness might seem perfectly fine on the outside, but inside, those blood vessels could be under serious strain. It's like having a garden hose that's ready to burst, but you can't see the weakness in the rubber until it's too late. The scariest part? You could feel as fit as a fiddle while your blood pressure is through the roof. Let's get real for a moment. We're talking about your heart here, your body's VIP. When your blood pressure stays high, it's like your heart's working overtime without vacation days. Every single heartbeat has to push against that extra pressure, and over time, that kind of strength-sapping work takes its toll. Think about it. Would you run your car's engine at full throttle all the time? Of course not. Yet that's exactly what high blood pressure does to your heart. It's putting the pedal to the metal 24/7, and that kind of stress can lead to serious pain down the road. Here's something that'll knock your socks off. Nearly half of American adults have high blood pressure, but many don't even know it. It's like having a leak in your roof that you can't see until the ceiling caves in. The damage happens slowly, quietly, but boy, when it hits hard. Your arteries get stiffer, your heart gets weaker, and before you know it, you're facing some scary health issues. But here's the good news. You've got the power to turn this ship around. The numbers don't lie, folks. A blood pressure reading isn't just some random numbers your doctor throws at you. It's like your body's weather forecast. When those numbers creep up, it's like storm clouds gathering on the horizon. But unlike the weather, you can actually do something about this. Think of your blood pressure reading as your body's report card. It's telling you exactly how well you're taking care of your cardiovascular system. And just like in school, you want to aim for those A+ numbers. You might be wondering, what's the big deal if my pressure's a little high? Well, imagine your blood vessels are like the pipes in your house. When the pressure gets too high in your home's pipes, what happens? Yep, they can burst or develop leaks. Now imagine that happening in your brain or heart. That's what we call a stroke or heart attack. But don't let this knowledge make you weak in the knees. Knowledge is power, and understanding why blood pressure matters is your first step toward taking control of your health. Ever heard of the DASH diet? It's not just another fad. It's a real game changer when it comes to your health and blood pressure control. Think of it as your body's best friend, packed with all the good stuff that makes your heart sing. The beauty of this diet is that it's not about depriving yourself or feeling weak from hunger. It's about embracing delicious, whole foods that naturally support your wellness. Instead of processed junk, you'll be filling your plate with nature's finest, crisp apples, leafy greens, and hearty whole grains. Here's a fun little secret. Some of the most powerful blood pressure fighting foods are probably sitting in your kitchen right now. Those sweet potatoes you love? They're loaded with potassium, which helps counteract sodium's effects on blood pressure. Those berries in your fridge? They're packed with antioxidants that give your blood vessels extra strength. And that oatmeal in your pantry? It's like a warm hug for your heart, helping to keep your blood pressure steady throughout the day. The pain of changing your diet melts away when you realize how tasty healthy eating can be. Let's talk practical steps, because knowledge without action is like having a map, but never taking the journey. Start your day with a bowl of steel-cut oats topped with berries and a handful of nuts. For lunch, try a colorful salad with grilled chicken, avocado, and a sprinkle of seeds. Dinner could be a piece of baked salmon with roasted vegetables and quinoa. See how simple that is? You're not just eating, you're investing in your future health with every bite. The strength you'll gain from eating this way makes it all worthwhile. Here's something that might surprise you. The DASH diet isn't just about what you can eat, it's about all the delicious things you can enjoy. Think of it as upgrading your meal choices rather than restricting them. Instead of a bag of chips, munch on a handful of almonds. Swap that sugary drink for a refreshing infused water with cucumber and mint. Your taste buds might throw a little tantrum at first, but give them time, they'll soon start craving these healthier options. It's like teaching an old dog new tricks, totally possible with a little patience. Want to know the best part about eating the DASH way? It's incredibly flexible and forgiving. Had a slice of pizza at the office party? No problem, just get back on track with your next meal. Think of it like a GPS system. If you take a wrong turn, it doesn't scold you, it just recalculates and gets you back on the right path. The key is progress, not perfection. And remember, every healthy meal is a vote for a stronger, healthier you. Before you know it, these choices become second nature, and you'll wonder why you ever ate any other way. Here's a shocker that might make you sit up straight. The average American consumes about 3,400 milligrams of sodium daily, way over the recommended limit of 2,300 milligrams. And if you're dealing with high blood pressure, that excess salt is like throwing gasoline on a fire. But here's the tricky part. Most of that sodium isn't coming from your salt shaker. It's sneaking into your diet through processed foods, working against your health and wellness goals without you even knowing it. The strength of your resolve to cut back on salt starts with knowing where it's hiding. Let's play detective for a moment. Would you believe there's more sodium in a bowl of breakfast cereal than in a handful of potato chips? Those seemingly innocent processed foods are often loaded with hidden salt. Take a peek at that can of soup in your pantry. One serving might contain half your daily sodium limit. The pain comes when you realize how many of your favorite foods are secretly sabotaging your blood pressure goals. But don't feel weak. Knowledge is the first step to making better choices. Ready for some eye-opening facts? That healthy frozen dinner might pack more sodium than a fast food burger. Those canned vegetables? They could be swimming in salt. Even sweet treats like cookies can be sodium bombs in disguise. But here's the good news. Your taste buds are incredibly adaptable. When you gradually reduce salt intake, they become more sensitive to natural flavors. It's like turning down the volume on an overwhelming noise and suddenly being able to hear the subtle notes in a beautiful song. Let's talk solutions, because knowing the problem is only half the battle. Start by reading food labels like a hawk. Choose low sodium or no salt added versions when available. Get creative with herbs and spices to add flavor without the sodium hit. Try roasting vegetables to bring out their natural sweetness, or splash some lemon juice on your dishes for a salt-free flavor boost. Think of it as becoming a flavor artist, painting with a palette of healthy seasonings instead of relying on the broad brush of salt. Here's a pro tip that'll change your cooking game. Marinate your meats with herbs, garlic, and citrus instead of salt-heavy marinades. Rinse canned beans and vegetables before using them to wash away excess sodium. Keep a variety of fresh herbs growing on your windowsill for instant flavor upgrades. And remember, your food doesn't have to taste bland just because it's low in salt. In fact, many people find they enjoy food more once they break free from their salt addiction and can actually taste the natural flavors of their food. Let's talk about something that might ruffle a few feathers. Your favorite evening glass of wine or weekend beer might be secretly undermining your blood pressure goals. Now, I'm not here to be a party pooper, but the connection between alcohol, weight, and your health is as real as it gets. Think about it. That relaxing drink might temporarily boost your strength and confidence, but it's playing a tricky game with your wellness behind the scenes. The good news? You don't have to give up your social life to maintain healthy blood pressure. Here's a reality check that might make you pause. Just one regular beer contains about 150 calories, and that fancy mixed drink at your favorite restaurant? It could pack as many calories as a dessert. When these liquid calories sneak into your diet, they can lead to unwanted weight gain, making your heart work harder than it needs to. The pain comes when you realize those happy hour habits might be canceling out all your other healthy efforts. But don't feel weak. Awareness is the first step to making smarter choices. Let's get practical. You can still enjoy social occasions without letting alcohol derail your health goals. Try alternating alcoholic drinks with sparkling water and lime. Nobody needs to know it's not a gin and tonic. Choose light beer or wine spritzers over heavy craft beers or sugary cocktails. And here's a game-changing tip. Set a drink limit before you go out, just like you might set a budget for shopping. Your body and your head the next morning will thank you. Speaking of weight management, let's address the elephant in the room. Those extra pounds aren't just about appearance. Each additional pound puts extra pressure on your cardiovascular system, like adding more weight to a backpack you're carrying uphill. But here's the empowering part. Even a modest weight loss of 5 to 10 pounds can make a significant difference in your blood pressure readings. Think of it as giving your heart a lighter load to carry, allowing it to work more efficiently. Want to know a secret that successful weight managers share? They don't rely on dramatic crash diets or extreme measures. Instead, they make small, sustainable changes that add up over time. Start by keeping a food diary for a week. You might be surprised at what you discover. Replace one processed snack with fresh fruit, take a 10-minute walk after dinner, or use a smaller plate at meals. These might seem like tiny changes, but they're like compound interest for your health, small investments that yield big returns over time. Let's cut right to the chase. If you're serious about your health and blood pressure, smoking is like throwing a wrench into your body's delicate machinery. Each puff isn't just about the nicotine. It's triggering a cascade of events that sends your blood pressure soaring. Your blood vessels constrict, your heart rate jumps, and your body's natural strength gets compromised. The scary part? These effects kick in with the very first cigarette and can last long after you've put it out. Here's something that might shock you. Smoking doesn't just affect your lungs. It's like setting off tiny inflammatory bombs throughout your entire cardiovascular system. The chemicals in tobacco smoke damage your blood vessel walls, making them stiff and weak over time. Think of it as rust slowly corroding pipes from the inside out. The pain isn't just physical, it's emotional too, especially when you realize how this habit affects not just you, but everyone around you through secondhand smoke. Ready for some good news? Your body has an amazing ability to heal itself once you quit smoking. Within just 20 minutes of your last cigarette, your blood pressure starts to normalize. After 24 hours, your risk of heart attack begins to decrease. By 1 year smoke-free, your risk of heart disease drops to half that of a smoker. It's like giving your body a chance to repair all those tiny stress fractures that smoking created in your wellness foundation. Let's talk strategy, because knowing you should quit and actually doing it are two very different things. Start by identifying your smoking triggers. Is it stress? Social situations? After meals? Once you know your triggers, you can develop alternative coping mechanisms. Try deep breathing exercises, keep sugar-free gum handy, or take a quick walk when cravings hit. Remember, every craving typically lasts only about 3 to 5 minutes. You're stronger than you think. Here's a practical tip that successful quitters swear by: don't try to go it alone. Build your support system like you're assembling a team for an important mission. Talk to your doctor about nicotine replacement therapy or other quitting aids. Join a support group or use a quit smoking app. Tell your friends and family about your decision. Their encouragement can make a world of difference. And if you slip up, don't let it turn into a complete relapse. Think of it as a temporary detour, not a dead end. Let's dive into something we all love but often don't get enough of: sleep. It's mind-blowing how this simple daily reset can make or break your blood pressure health. While you're catching those Z's, your body is hard at work, repairing and rejuvenating your cardiovascular system. But when you're running low on sleep, your blood pressure stays elevated, robbing your body of its natural strength and recovery time. It's like trying to repair a car while it's still running. It just doesn't work as well. Here's something that might make you think twice about that late-night TV binge. Poor sleep can cause your blood pressure to stay high during the day, creating unnecessary pain for your heart. Sleep apnea, that sneaky nighttime troublemaker, is especially concerning. It's like having someone press pause on your breathing multiple times per night, forcing your body into a state of constant stress. The weakness you feel the next day isn't just from being tired. It's your body crying out for proper rest and wellness. Want to know the secret to better sleep? It's all about creating the perfect sleep environment. Think of your bedroom as a 5-star hotel for rest. Cool, dark, and quiet. Set your thermostat between 65 to 68 degrees. Your body sleeps better when it's slightly cool. Invest in blackout curtains or a sleep mask. Use white noise if outside sounds disturb you. And here's a game changer. Establish a regular bedtime routine. Your body loves consistency, like a plant loves sunlight. Let's talk about what's keeping you awake, those sneaky sleep saboteurs hiding in plain sight. That afternoon coffee? It can linger in your system for up to 8 hours. The blue light from your phone or tablet. It's like telling your brain it's still daytime. Try swapping that late-day caffeine for herbal tea, and consider using blue light blocking glasses in the evening. Create a wind-down routine that signals to your body it's time to rest. Maybe some light stretching, reading, or meditation. Here's a pro tip that sleep experts swear by. If you can't fall asleep within 20 minutes, don't just lie there tossing and turning. Get up, go to another room, and do something calming until you feel sleepy. The goal is to associate your bed with sleep, not frustration. And if you're dealing with sleep apnea, don't ignore it. Modern CPAP machines are quieter and more comfortable than ever. Think of them as your personal sleep health assistant, working night after night to keep your blood pressure in check. You won't believe how your body reacts to stress. It's like setting off a chain reaction of tiny fireworks in your cardiovascular system. Every time you're stressed, your body releases hormones that temporarily boost your blood pressure, making your heart work overtime. While this fight or flight response was great for our ancestors running from predators, it's not so helpful when you're stuck in traffic or dealing with a difficult boss. The pain of chronic stress can seriously impact your health and wellness, but here's the good news. You've got more strength and control than you might think. Let's talk numbers that'll blow your mind. Regular stress management can lower your blood pressure by around 5 millimeters of mercury. That might not sound like much, but it's the equivalent of taking a mild blood pressure medication, minus the side effects. Getting to that ideal 120/80 mmHg isn't just about diet and exercise, it's about giving your mind the same attention you give your body. Think of stress management as a gym workout for your mental wellness, building resilience one deep breath at a time. Here's where the rubber meets the road, practical stress-busting techniques that actually work. Start with deep breathing exercises. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 4. It's like having a portable relaxation tool in your pocket. Try progressive muscle relaxation before bed. Tense and release each muscle group from your toes to your head. Pick up a calming hobby like gardening, painting, or even jigsaw puzzles. When you're feeling weak or overwhelmed, these activities can be your anchor in the storm. Ready for some game-changing stress management strategies? Schedule regular worry time. Yes, you read that right. Set aside 15 minutes each day to address your concerns, then let them go. Practice mindfulness during daily activities. Really taste your food. Feel the warmth of the shower. Notice the colors around you. Take up yoga or Tai Chi, which combine physical movement with mental relaxation. And here's a secret weapon: laughter. Watch funny videos, share jokes with friends, or try laughter yoga. It's like medicine for your soul. Let's get real about meditation. You don't need to sit cross-legged for hours or chant mantras, unless you want to. Start with just 5 minutes of quiet time each morning. Download a meditation app and try guided sessions. Walk mindfully in nature, focusing on the sights, sounds, and smells around you. Join a meditation group or take a mindfulness class. Remember, stress reduction isn't about eliminating stress completely. It's about building your resilience to life's challenges while keeping your blood pressure in check. Now that you've seen how easy it is to take control of your blood pressure and protect your heart, what's stopping you? Are you willing to let this silent killer keep creeping through your life unnoticed? Or are you ready to take action and rewrite your story? Imagine waking up each morning knowing your body is thriving, your heart is strong, and you're in full control of your health. That's the future you can create, starting right now. So, what will you do next? Will you commit to adding just one heart-healthy meal to your day? Will you spend 5 minutes meditating to calm your mind? Or will you take a hard look at those sneaky sodium-filled foods and swap them for something nourishing? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what steps you're ready to take. Remember, your story could inspire someone else to begin their journey too. If this message has resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on more life-changing insights like this. Together, we can build a community of empowered, healthy individuals who refuse to settle for anything less than their best selves. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.